I have been on the lookout for a very long time, for several months, to try to find what I believe is the most powerful of all PvPers for the type of PvP I enjoy in this game, and that is basically instantly killing your opponent before they have even a fraction of a second to react. That is not necessarily a one-shot gank build, it's more so playing as a rogue in World of Warcraft, you go invisible, you attack your opponents, and they're dead before they even realize that they're being attacked. That is the most fun possible thing for PvP in MMORPGs. And I have just been searching Murder Ledger and YouTube, and even like going here to the leaderboards and going to like the PvP fame and just looking at people and what they do to kill. And it's not Juan. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not Juan. You can see here he's using Death Givers, and it's powerful, but it's not the most powerful build, okay? Because if you look through his Murder Ledger, he loses plenty of fights, okay? That dude is barely breaking even, if not at all. But I have actually found a player who just has an endless sea of victories, 1v1 kills, in the mists, and he almost never dies. And when he does die, it's very rare that he dies. And it looks like most of his deaths are from something stupid, like he lagged out or he just really got outplayed. But essentially, all of his kills vastly make up for his deaths, which means this dude is massively profiting off of actual PvP, which is something that's really hard to find in this game. And so I want to finally show it off and show off the build. And I wish, like, I actually managed to find a YouTube video of the guy killing a gatherer, and it is, I can't show it because it's copyrighted, but essentially, he stabs a 3000 HP gatherer, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's a dual daggers build. The initial hit is 2288 damage, then he proceeds to bleed the target out immediately with auto attacks too, and it's such a simple, it's a very basic, like, build, and I know I've always known this build worked, but let's just talk about it. Let's just look through his murder ledger. Okay. So the player's name is Chop is Dish with two H's. This is an absolute legend, and his build is, oh man, this build is very it's so Gucci. Now, sadly, 5 days ago he did die. He did meet his end. He did meet his demise to a Curse Staff player. So Curse Staff always staying strong, especially this Curse Staff player with Miner's Work Boots. What a freaking Chad. But I just want to look at all the green. Let's first look at all the green. These are all 1v1 kills. There was 2 deaths there. Okay. And we're still going. And there's 3 deaths. All right. So 3 deaths. But look at all of the wins. And these are all 1v1s. Okay. 3 deaths. Just only 3 deaths. There's 4 deaths now. Okay, he died to a Sleepy Brimmy Boltcaster user. I love that build too. That's such a cheesy free win build. But it's not quite as free win as this guy's build. This is by far the most impressive build, the most basic, and just look at it. We have like what, 4 deaths? I think we counted four deaths. Now there was an assist here. That's that happens in the mist sometimes, but yeah, look at that. I mean, okay, now he starts dying a bunch down here, but again, he's actually doing something different with a healing staff, so these don't count. There's like the 5th death there to a Death Givers, and yeah, this is all in 1 month. This was all in just 1 month. Okay, now he's using claws here, and he lost, and he's it diverges a bit. He's missing some items there. He was naked in that one, but you get the point. Okay, so let's go over the build. Let's go over what this mad lad does. So for those that don't know, there's been a major problem in world PvP lately, and that is the double invisible gank. So the way the double invis gank works is you dismount away from your target. All right, you dismount away from your target. Let's see if I can make this bigger for you. Well, yeah, that kind of works. Let's go. Let's crank up the size there so you can see the builds. Okay, so let's go over what he's doing. He dismounts off of the target's screen, and then he chugs an invisibility potion. That's pretty simple. He's actually using enchanted invisibility potions, which means even more invisibility time, so he can get close to his opponent. Then what he does is he uses the invisibility from his assassin jacket, and he lets this stack up to 100% increased damage. At the same time, he has his Q spell stacking 3 stacks of the dagger ability, where you I can show you in the game here. I mean, I do have daggers. So essentially, he's stacking this spell, Assassin's Spirit. So he lets that get to 3 stacks while he's invisible, okay? And then the first thing he does is he activates his boots. So he activates the Cultist Sandals boots, which he's using 7-3. I don't have a 7-3 to show you, but I do have an 8-4, which is close enough. It's not much difference. But essentially, this right here lowers the damage resistance, and it's actually more when I put them on. We're going to put them on. You can see here, damage resistance. These lower your resistance by 53. And you may be thinking, oh, well, 53, that's not much. When a piece of armor, let me just show you exactly, okay? So if I wear Guardian armor, okay, you can see Guardian armor is giving me 322 armor. It's not reducing that number by 52. No, no, no. Look at this, armor resistance, 79% physical damage reduction. This is being reduced by 53. Oh, man. So that means you're basically wearing nothing. So it turns plate wearers into cloth wearers. If I put on cloth, I still have 70 armor physical damage reduction, right? It's just, it makes you a squishy little squish target. You're just gonna die. So, like I said, he then runs over you immediately with these boots, lowering your resistance, and then he casts his E-spell. This deals a huge chunk of upfront damage, and then you start to bleed out. So that huge chunk of upfront damage, unless you have the reaction speed of the Flash or something, you're not going to be able to defend against that, because you're not even aware you're being attacked yet. So here it is, the Dagger Pair Slit Throat. That's the ability. And you're dealing maximum damage here. And then there's the bleed afterwards, and this reduces healing. It's just a freaking monster of an ability, okay? And he's opening the fight with this while you are chopping a tree or mining a node or skinning an animal or fishing or whatever the hell, okay? Because you never even seen his nameplate. You don't even know he exists, all right? So after that, he auto-attacks you with a Thetford Cape. He's using a 7-3 Thetford Cape, which I can show you an 8-4 Thetford Cape, okay? 8-4 Thetford Cape's going to tase you for about 360 damage. Okay, so you've already taken over 2.5 thousand of your HP, and you are also now going to bleed for another, 500, 600, 700 more damage. And his auto attacks are hitting you very hard for over 100 damage each. Okay, remember, you still have your damage resistance reduced. So he is slicing right through you. This is absolutely brutal. But it gets even worse, because as soon as he stabs you, he activates Mage Cow. Now, this was before the patch, so Mage Cow used to do a poison damage over time to your next auto attack, which could be boosted with your Assassin Jacket and all that fun stuff, but now that's not how he did it in the videos that I saw him killing people. Now it's Fire Breath, and the way Fire Breath works is you can animation cancel it, so you can keep moving. So as you're attacking, you can just breathe and immediately keep attacking. So it's just free extra damage, and it's a lot of damage, all right? It is a lot of damage. So he is hitting you with, this is 2 sources of damage. This is the 3rd source of damage. This is the 4th source of damage, okay? He's also using a beef stew, and, yeah, after that, he still has a W ability, which I've never seen him use in any of these kill videos. It's nuts. This is just, it's just, you can see he's killing plate users, he's killing leather users, gatherers. He is just destroying every and all targets, even counter builds to his build, because he can just simply kill you before you realize he exists. They're even people wearing, ridiculous escape sets and mobility sets. They're dead. They're gone. It's over for them. They've lost all their gear, everything that they were gathering. And this guy is just a beast. I have to pay respects to this. So if you're looking for possibly the most fun and most efficient and most effective of all ganking builds, and all people, he's using 8.4 here in this example. What an absolute lunatic, dude. And you honestly, I've done damage tests with this weapon, and I really considered speccing it up. But I wanted a different experience from when I played World of Warcraft, so I never did. And that's my, cope, my reason for not running this build. But it's such an insano build. It's like, if you just want to be a ganker and kill people in PvP at the cost of some Invispods, then there you go. Like, I could go rock this build right now and probably go into the Brazilian red zone and just find a guy to just gank, and I don't have any spec in dual daggers, I don't think. Okay, I have three. I have 3 spec in dual daggers. But I could still murder some people with no spec. I know I could. I've done it before. It happens. It is just ridiculously stupid. So go out and have fun with that build. And if you see Chop is Dish out in the wild, well, just note that he's gonna kill you. He's gonna run off your screen, go invisible, and you're a dead man. So that's it. That's the video. I'm Slow Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Make sure you subscribe. I read every comment. Click the join button down below if this helped you out. $5 a month. Access to private, more personal videos. Too good for the public. I almost considered making this a members-only video. But anyway, with that said, click the video on the right side of your screen. I'll see you next time.